about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Не продолжилось. Почему трансляция валится? Что за фигня? На ровном месте отвалилось 2 раза. Да, на всех площадках перезапустилось заново. Странно.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
А что говорят о моем пути сюда?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Ты не боишься высоты, да?
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Да, Джонни, хороший подарок, только почему-то у меня стрим рестартанулся, короче. Ты когда-нибудь видела дракона?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Опять назад залезла. Так, у меня осталась одна, с кем надо. Кресиде.
I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Протеже. Вовсе нет.
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal
Заклинание без слов.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Не сомневаюсь, у тебя все получится.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Сложно накладывать чары без слов.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Все ученики колдуют без слов.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Конопатые, да-да.
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Ну давай.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Defense against the dark arts can be intimidating, but Professor Hecat actually makes it seem manageable.
Покрутил.
Professor Weasley is easily my favorite. Her wand work is exquisite.
Now, Madam Kagao.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Как ЕГЭ.
OWLs?
ЕНТ.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding
Экзамены по
lessons.
стандарту
They
обучения
will determine
волшебству.
what type of
СОВ.
career you can have when you leave here. After
Стандарты
much
обучения
discussion with the
волшебству.
headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ну о, что за книга такая мощная?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide.
Руководство
It will
для
help you to
волшебников.
keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor.
Да, спасибо,
What do you mean
профессор.
it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Так. Соберите страницу руководства. Угу.
Revelio.
О. Портрет Баруфио. Страница руководства. На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио, посравившийся своим мозговым эликсиром и очередным напоминанием, как важно правильно произносить наши заклинания. Однажды он произнес «С» вместо «Ф», и в результате обнаружил, что лежит на полу, а у него на груди стоит буйвол. Сильно. Это ваш уровень волшебства. Опыт XP, полученный в результате прохождения испытаний, повышает ваш уровень и силу. Ваше руководство отслеживает текущий прогресс прохождения испытания. Выберите меню испытания, чтобы продолжить. Каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды, начиная от внешнего вида и заканчивая важными обновлениями. Награды можно получать в меню испытаний. Возвращайтесь почаще, чтобы получить все награды.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Оп, кошка.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Ничего себе мурчит как.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your
Ого.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, сейчас надо кое-что. Так, Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты живут студенты и профессор. Здесь расположены гостиные и большой зал. Так, в левой части живут студенты. Выберите южное крыло, чтобы продолжить. Южное крыло. Здесь вы можете видеть точки с летучими пламенем, которые доступны в этом регионе. Точки с летучим пламенем. Что это такое? Точки с летучим пламенем зеленого цвета. Это те, которые вам удалось обнаружить, включая гостиную вашего факультета. Точки с летучим пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек. Понятно. В правой части карты находятся точки интереса, связанные с учебой, включая астрономическую башню, библиотеку и теплицы. Пристройка к библиотеке. Профессор Уизли разблокировал для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью АД и отправляйтесь в точку с летучим пламенем в центре зала, используя переместиться. Да, тут еще по карте запутаешься, туда-сюда двигаться. Привязку к целям, ё-моё, КАПС.
And here we are. Quite the
Мы на
time
месте.
saver.
Как...
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes.
Заклинание?
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Ой,
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
спасибо. Что-то
A
не
lot to
хочется.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
После уроков?
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Не просто искали вещи и в Хогвартсе. Так и
We
есть.
did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Что еще за карта руководства? Боже.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Так, поговорить с профессором.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, открыть карту. Так, это основные задания. Выполняя основные задания, вы продвинетесь по основной истории. Откройте новые возможности и заработаете опыт. Некоторые задания заблокированы. Задание профессора или в качестве награды за задание. Понятно. Начните отслеживать задания с помощью, чтобы продолжить. Занятие по защите от темных сил, занятие по заклинанию. Хочу по заклинанию.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including
волшебную палочку еще надо купить.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Задание «Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс» завершено.
She won't soon be welcoming back to Dogweed and Death Cap.
All of the shopkeepers like me. I know they do. They all
Вот так вот, да? Компас. Красиво. Звенит. Башня защиты от темных искусств. О, кошак.
That's a long time ago. What do you want?
Далеко что-то бежать.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So
Я
you
Nettie.
are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Ну
Shall we
что?
begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Ой.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Зафиксируйте свою палочку с помощью и направьте. Понятно, ладно, погнали. Акцио.
Accio.
Акио, а не акцио. Акио.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough
Мисс
of that.
Онай. Это как у нас
As you all
система
seem to have the basics
оплаты
down,
в
and it is an
транспорте Онай.
exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
На свежий воздух.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So,
Так.
what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ого.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last
В
possible
последний
moment.
момент отмените заклинание.
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The
Так.
trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Вот.
Stay focused.
Так, еще раз.
Splendid!
А, чуть-чуть же, совсем.
Very good.
Ну, стой! Стой! Стой!
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. Yes!
30 очков, да? Ну вот так вот, на 50.
Excellent control there.
У нее опять 30, да?
That is how it's done.
А у меня 30.
Brilliant. Watch this.
Так, здесь еще надо диагональ какую-то, да?
There we go.
Так, мне... Так. Ну. Есть. Я выиграл. У меня 130 очков. Вот так. Тут еще надо понимать, что, чтобы он не врезался. Если он врежется, он же остановится.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Еще? Так, теперь эти штуки
I
двигаются.
think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew. Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Вот так.
Ouch! Well played. Here we go.
Да, вот забавы какие, Джонни.
That is how it's done.
Так, куда бы тянуть этот? Сюда надо. Оп. 50 есть?
Very good.
Нет, 30.
Watch this.
О,
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
вот и все. Проиграла ты,
Well
Нацай.
done.
Все.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Ну, когда играешь, как-то интереснее, чем просто за диалогами. Диалоги слушаешь. Мозг начинает больше работать, и спать меньше хочется. А то что-то меня прям в сон начало клонить.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts.
Больше, чем
But it never
Хогвартс.
seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
На что она похожа?
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
По-английски прикольно у нее. А Джонни что пишет там? Думаю, дальше герою будет только сложнее. Этот гоблин его достанет. Ну, в принципе, да, это же антигерой, этот гоблин.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Заклинание
Oh,
без
yes.
палочки, вот.
I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Драматик. Драматик. Так, сейчас кое-что надо сделать. Я здесь, никуда не ухожу. Так, спасибо тебе.
It's nice to learn
Рассказ.
about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, if you're using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside
Лицо
of
очень
the
четко
ordinary
сделано прям.
curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Прям текстура классная. Так, меню испытания, доступные награды, которые вы еще не забрали. Так, снаряжение. Задание. А где испытание? А, вот испытание. Что надо забрать? Завершить основное задание. Выполнено. Награда, внешний вид снаряжения. Легендарные перчатки. Получить награду. Есть. Награда, внешний вид снаряжения. Легендарная накидка. Ух ты. Если завершить. Угу. Руководство. Красиво сделано все в менюшке вообще. Соберите страницы с руководством в Хогвартсе. Награда, внешний вид снаряжения, очки с регалиями Хогвартса. Понятно. Ну, шикарная менюшка, конечно. Почему оно не поменялось? Сейчас кое-что нужно посмотреть. Блин. Так, что у меня здесь еще? Снаряжение, да? Можно одеть... перчатки вот. Вот так. Кожаные. Стандартные перчатки. Здесь... круглые очки. Золотой оправ. Типа как Гарри Поттер будет. Ой, еще шляпа есть. Темная кепка. Не, кепка не очень. Шейные аксессуары. Шарф натурально бежевый. Так, плащи. Наряд. Смешно. Термобелье по-хогвартски, короче. Да. А чё, я какую-то куртку же мощную получил? Почему у меня ее нет? Обновление для метлы. Так, что еще есть? Коллекция. Ё-моё, тут сколько всего. Вот же есть у меня вот эти вот. А где эти перчатки? Почему их нету у меня? Пижама — это на все случаи жизни. Да, Джонни, согласен с тобой. Ой-ой. У меня еще дополнительный контент какой-то есть. Может, пока не могу одеть, потому что уровень не тот у меня. Что здесь? Ой, это кто там? Портрет. Так, все посмотрел? А вот еще задание. Занятие по защите темных искусств. Все. Вроде бы. Инвентарь. Ё-моё, тут сколько еще собирать всего придется. Так, по темным искусствам. Ну, веди меня, давай. Красивенько.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Саманта Дейл. Да, поговорим.
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Да, молодец, похвалила меня. Ну ладно. Ну, я буду вежливым.
Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Передаю привет Аиде, если она смотрит. Так, ладно. Так, куда идем? Показывай дорогу. Так, сюда. Ё-моё, что тут так много всего? О, тихо. Что за фризы? Надо не так быстро перемещаться. Ёлки-палки. Вот это архитектура. Так, это что за... Это скелет кого? Можно хотя бы давать какую-то подсказку? Кто орёт там? Так. Что за шары? Что за глаза? Что это? Очечки прикольные. Я становлюсь похожим на Гарри Поттера.
you've got.
Ой-ой.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge. Они так последнюю фразу четко произносят.
Very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, сейчас будем изучать это Левиосу. Я понимаю, потом это изучение будет все на скорость, что ли? О.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Бабуля-то ничего такая мощная. Хоть и передвигается медленно. Музыка в тему сделана вообще. Что надо делать? Основное заклинание.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Левиоса, а потом основное, да?
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good. Now, well done.
Levioso!
Можно было один раз. Теперь еще и дуэли, да?
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy. Protego. That complicates things.
Levioso.
Protego. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Levioso.
I'm not always students with this adept.
Levioso.
Mm-hmm.
Levioso.
I do enjoy life duels. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Protego. Levioso.
Watch your opponent's signs to attack or defend yourself.
Levioso.
Мне кажется, все уже.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
А что за притормаживание? Опять упало. Да ё-моё.